Hey guys, what's up? Jordan K here and welcome back to my channel. So today we've got something extremely exciting. This is something that I've wanted to do for a while, but I guess never had the space or the time to kind of fit it in and do it. But today we're going to do a Let's Train With Me video. I'm here at my gym in Perth, PLC. And PLC stands for Premium Lifestyle Club. So through the years, I've been training now for probably about 3 years. In that 3 years, I've had my struggles, I've had my ups, I've had my downs, I'm very proud of the place that I'm at now when it comes to my body and, my health as well. Training is something for me that I come to for not only to make myself feel good and look good and, push myself to the limits, but also something for my mental health. I remember the day that it all happened, that I was working in Topshop and I went into work that day feeling heavy chested. There was almost like a panic attack waiting to happen. And it did happen, believe me. Later on, it did. But I was at work and I was at the back crying in our stock room. And one of my team members came in and said to me, are you okay? What's wrong? And I actually said to them, I feel like I'm about to have a panic attack. I've never felt like this before. My chest is heavy. It's somewhat almost feeling like, you're about to have a heart attack. And I just broke down in tears. And it was so hard for me to get to that point where I had to reach out for help. I pride myself on being a kind of person that, I try not let the darkness, no matter what I have got going on, I try keep it to myself, which isn't always the best thing to do. And this day was a perfect example that, it didn't work out. And I broke down and I let my emotions out and I spoke to my team member about what was going on and what was happening. And when I said, I think I'm really struggling with anxiety at the time, I felt like they didn't understand and they thought it was an excuse for me to go home. And it wasn't. It was something that was really hurting me and, I didn't, like I said, didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to deal with it. So I did end up going home, but I went home not feeling like that person took on board what I was feeling at the time. And that's why I went to the doctors. And that's why I decided, I need help. And it's okay to need help because we all need help at some point. So going over there, again, feeling so anxious. And I actually did speak to my parents about it at the time. And they are amazing. They do absolutely everything for me. I'm an only child. I'm so blessed and lucky to have them in my life. But when they were growing up, anxiety and depression was something that was never spoke about. It was something that was always pushed to the side, I guess. I mean, it existed, 100% it existed, but nobody spoke about it. Nobody knew what it was. People were having these days and they didn't know. They just put it aside because they didn't know what was wrong. And when I started feeling like this and, I voiced slowly, but I voiced my opinion to my mum and dad. And, I think at the time they just didn't know how to deal with it. They didn't know what was going on. They were supportive, but they just didn't understand what the actual problem was. So that's why I went to the doctor. And, I went into the doctor. He made me feel very comfortable. We spoke about everything, in life that I had going on, kind of why I was feeling that way, which in reality, I didn't have a reason to feel that way. I didn't know why I was down. I didn't know why I was waking up and crying one day. I didn't know. I just knew I wasn't happy, but I didn't know why, because everything was fine. I had a good job, I had great friends, I have a supportive family. So why am I feeling so down? And that's when he spoke to me about exercise. He said, you know, you've got everything happening for you right now. You're young. He said, the best thing that you can do is put yourself out there and, you know, get into a routine. When we as humans are in routine, we feel better, we feel productive, we feel like we're achieving things, we feel like we're pushing ourselves to, you know, get to where we want to be. And that was the thing that I was lacking. So when I did start working out, it was something so important to me and changed my life completely, changed my relationships with people, changed, you know, my outlook on life in general. I look back at photos now and I think like, we all look back at photos, but I look back at photos and I think to myself like, wow, what if I had done this sooner? Or wow, I should have done this sooner or whatever. But you know what, like we all have our own journey. We are all, you know, what's meant to be will be. But yeah, that day changed my life. I will never forget it. And it's pushed me to be the person that I am today. And I love encouraging people. I love bringing people down to the gym. I love when my friends even ask me to work out with me because, you know, it's also a social aspect for me. Like I said, here at PLC, we have such a good family community and working out is just a bonus on top of the community that we have here. But the social aspect of it is just so much stronger than I ever thought it could be. And you know, I'm not speaking on behalf of all gyms in the sense of, I know some people like to go to the gym, they like to put their AirPods in or their headphones and, you know, they like to smash out their workout and go home. That's totally fine as well. Sometimes that's what I want to do here. I want to come here, work out and go. But just knowing that you have the community support and the motivation from all the trainers really improves the quality of your life and everybody else's life around you. And yeah, it inspires me to just do better and be better and feel better. And I'm so happy I had that low moment that pushed me to be better, stronger, healthier, fitter, and the person I am today. All right guys, so enough talking. What I'm gonna do now is you guys are gonna come and train with me. I've got a little circuit happening here right now. So let's get into it and we'll touch base at the end. All right guys, that was a tough one. Thank you so much for working out with me today at PLC. Hope you guys enjoyed it and felt a little bit inspired the way I feel right now. If you guys ever want to know anything more about my training sessions, my protein, any information at all, please sound off down below and I'll be sure to get back to you. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give a big thumbs up, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.